it. Well, right now I'm still waiting tables. My parents are just really getting on me because they're like, Olivia, you need to act like you're unemployed. Like, you're getting comfortable with your job. And it's like, no, I'm not getting comfortable. Like, in fact, I want to get out of serving. Like, it's great for what it is, but, it's ultimately not what I want to do. And I do want to get out. But this other life, this like 9-to-5 life, doesn't seem very attractive to me anymore.
Can't stand it when people say,
oh, Gen Z is so lazy, no one wants to work anymore. What is it with this generation?
bitch, I would work if I could fucking get a job.
Gen Zers. Now, their assumed rationale of this and why they don't want to hire Gen Zers is because they think that Gen Zers are only willing to do the bare minimum needed for role responsibilities, and they're not willing to work hard towards whatever the role responsibilities are.
Overall, resumes and job applications are reviewed and rejected automatically by AI software.
So fucking pissed off. I hate trying to get a job. Mind you, I'm only 17 and I'm just trying to get a fucking retail or like food industry job. Like, are you serious? No, I can't.
Look, I gotta say this quickly because I'm very agitated and I really don't want to cuss on this page because I got my people up on here. But listen, it is hard to find a job now in these days. I've been looking for 3 months and I have not got nothing. I've gotten several different interviews, several different callbacks. It's either BS or they don't want to furthermore go with through the application process of hiring me. I cannot take the fact that my people call me, well, you need to find something, you need to do something. What do y'all think I'm doing? I done tried to even get something where I can make my car my money maker. And
I truly do not understand why it's so damn hard to get a job. I don't understand. I really do not understand this right now.
It is very hard to get a job right now, and as somebody who's been in recruiting for 6 years, I'm going to tell you guys what has changed, what's going on, give you all the tea, because it's hard, and maybe this can get you a job.
And if you're struggling to find a job right now, please call a car dealership. Please call a car dealership. I promise car dealerships are the easiest places.
I remember back in the day, it used to be easy to get a job. Now, it ain't happening. They say it's because people are lazy and they don't want a job. But that's not it, y'all. Honest to my opinion, I think people ain't getting no jobs because the way society is today. It's terrible, y'all. And check this out. This is how Gen Z world feel about not having no job.
Is anyone else experiencing this kind of like disconnect and just general disinterest in the job search? I just feel like I don't care anymore. And it's so bad, like, because I graduated in 2023, so I did work a little bit in my field. I did have a job in accounting for a little bit. Well, right now I'm still waiting tables. My parents are just really getting on me because they're like, Olivia, you need to act like you're unemployed. Like, you're getting comfortable with your job. And it's like, no, I'm not getting comfortable. Like, in fact, I want to get out of serving. Like, it's great for what it is, but, it's ultimately not what I want to do. And I do want to get out. But this other life, this like 9-to-5 life doesn't seem very attractive to me anymore. And I just feel really disillusioned with the whole corporate life because, for all the shit that you guys go through, at the very least, you could have job security, but you don't. Like, I'm really realizing that there's no such thing as job security. People used to tell me, oh, get a government job. Y'all see what's happening with the federal jobs? Like, their whole department's being laid off. Out of nowhere, no notice, no nothing. You would think that with everything that y'all go through and how much time and energy you pour into these jobs that they would treat you better, and they don't. I have to move back in with my parents, so it's just something I'm thinking about because I know they're going to be on my ass about the job search and things like that. And it's not even that I'm lazy, it's just that I don't want to fight for something I don't actually want. It just doesn't seem worth it. Not only do we not have the same level of job security that our parents and our grandparents had, but we also can't afford anything. Even if we do have these jobs, even if we do have this job security, a lot of people can't even afford to pay their rent. At least back then, you guys could pay your rent. You could pay your rent, you can buy your car, you could buy houses, you could afford to eat, you could afford to have fun. We don't have that same reality. The way prices have gone up in comparison to the way wages and salaries have stayed stagnant is insane, and nobody's talking about it. We don't have the same reality that our parents and grandparents did, and they don't want to acknowledge that. What we're fighting for is not the same thing that you guys were experiencing. So it's like, I'm fighting so hard to get some 9-to-5 that's going to pay me barely enough to rent a room in a house and live in fear every day of being laid off on a random Tuesday. And then in the midst of that, I don't even know if I can put food on the table. Or if I can put food on the table, I don't know if I could put gas in my car. And if I can put gas in my car, I don't know if I can have fun because I need to put food on the table and gas in my car. Our money is not going as far as it used to go. And I feel like we're getting gaslit about that. Like, home prices, tuition prices, like the way everything has gone up and they're paying us the same amount of money is insane. So excuse me if I have no interest in fighting for my life in corporate America. I'm sorry.
Can't stand it when people say,
Oh, Gen Z is so lazy, no one wants to work anymore. What is it with this generation?
bitch, I would work if I could fucking get a job. You try being Gen Z and try getting a job, see how long it takes you. My generation is entering the most cooked job market of all time. It's so bad that for the first time, the new grad unemployment rate is higher than the unemployment rate overall. Our jobs are all replaced by AI, reviewing resumes, the whole hiring process is replaced by AI. No one even looks at your fucking resume anymore. You don't even get rejected from jobs anymore, you just don't get a response. The job market is so cooked that more than 50% of Gen Z has a side hustle just to stay financially afloat. And a lot of us are freelancers. I'm a freelancer. Believe me, our generation is not lazy because we're the generation who has to actually pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and constantly find different freelance gigs, different side hustle gigs to keep us floating above the water. Boomers, you got a full-time job with benefits straight out of college and probably stayed at that job for 40 years. I don't want to hear it.
Not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. Gen Z is cooked. Now, hold on, stay with me here. I have a family member who works with this one guy, right? And this one guy that he works with, he has a very robust background in finance and accounting. So he knows a lot of C-suite prominent people in a lot of big bulge banks and financial institutions. And he said something to my family member that was very interesting that explains why a lot of Gen Zers are having such a hard time finding jobs right now, especially in the corporate world. Now, he told my family member that a lot of the people that he knows at these corporate companies are purposely firing and not hiring Gen Zers. Now, their assumed rationale of this and why they don't want to hire Gen Zers is because they think that Gen Zers are only willing to do the bare minimum needed for role responsibilities, and they're not willing to work hard towards whatever the role responsibilities are. Overall, they think that Gen Zers are just lazy and not willing to basically sell our souls to the companies that we work for. And it's fascinating to me how there's still a large portion of people who are in the workforce discriminating against people of a specific age due to their willingness to work, which is absurd. So anybody over the age of 60 who tries to tell us you guys don't know what it is to work a real job, to work real hours, you guys are getting the easy way out with AI and all these extra tools that you have to your disposal, my response to that is shut the hell up, because y'all are not living in an economy where inflation continues to rise, mortgage and rents continue to rise, and we're getting discriminated against because of our age, bro.
In 2026, 75% of all resumes and job applications are reviewed and rejected automatically by AI software, meaning a human never sees the work you put in, how hard you studied, where you've traveled, who you've lived with, etc. All your experience is reviewed by a software that has no conscience. And they wonder why people think college is a joke. We paid hundreds of thousands of dollars just for our entire lives to be summed up and rejected by a computer program.
So fucking pissed off. I hate trying to get a job. Mind you, I'm only 17 and I'm just trying to get a fucking retail or like food industry job. Like, are you serious? No, I can't. Okay, so I go to the mall again. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for my interview because these people, they didn't even call to cancel last week. So I came in again this week. I walk in, they're like, oh yeah, let me get her. So then they get her. I sit down and she's like, okay, we're like chatting it up for a little bit. And she's like, okay, like, tell me about yourself. So I'm like, I start off with saying I'm a high school student because I feel like that's a very important part. This bitch, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You need to be 18 to work here. Okay, you could have told me that. What, 3 phone calls ago? Are you fucking serious right now? Oh my god. Mind you, it's fucking Louisa. It's fucking a jewelry store. It's literally high-end Claire's. Like, suck my fucking dick. What are you talking about? I need to be 18, bro. Like, and it wasn't even to pierce someone. It's just, their industry doesn't. Bitch, you're a fucking jeweler. You're cheap-ass jewelry. What are you talking about? You can't hire me because I'm 17. I'm 17, and no one's hiring me. Mind you, people, like, the permit age is, what, 15? And I can't get hired, even at a retail store? Are you fucking serious? And last time I had an interview with someone, I was at Chipotle. They fucking ghosted me, so I'm not fucking calling their bitch ass. I can't even talk! And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then, so my last interview, was at Crumble, and everything was good. They're like, oh yeah, we actually need people. They didn't hire me because I wasn't 18. Like, okay, it was for the closing shift, but like, okay, like that fucking matters. Like, for real, like, let's talk about it. The food industry does not give a fuck either. So why are you telling me you can hire me because I'm not 18? Like, I get it, but like, bitch, suck my dick. Like, you're lying. Like, you're actually lying. Mind you, I drove not far. I'm like 20 minutes. Why does so many fucking spam callers keep on calling me, bitch? I'm not giving you any of my information. What are you talking? I can't. Anyways, so I called another store. I called Francesca's in the mall I'm trying to work at. Yeah, and they were like, oh yeah, actually we are hiring. And then I said my age, and they were like, oh, it's fine. So I think I'm gonna get hired there, maybe. We have to see. They have to call me back for schedule. But now I'm gonna go to the gym with my friend. But I'm actually so pissed off. Literally, I'm so sick of this. And like, I don't even need a job. I need a job just so I can, like, my luxuries, the things I like. But it's just like, bruh, like, oh my god, I'm sick of this. I'm never.
Look, I gotta say this quickly because I'm very agitated and I really don't want to cuss on this page because I got my people up on here. But listen, it is hard to find a job now in these days. I've been looking for 3 months and I have not got nothing. I've gotten several different interviews, several different callbacks. It's either BS or they don't want to furthermore go with through the application process of hiring me. I cannot take the fact that my people call me, well, you need to find something, you need to do something. What do y'all think I'm doing? I done tried to even get something where I can make my car my money maker. And you can't even do that no more because it's a wait list. Parents, I don't understand why y'all don't catch the memo that it's not like how it used to be back in the day. But I'm telling you now, it is not how it used to be back in the day where you could quickly and easily get a job. It takes so much to get a job now in these days. For real. So if you be on your child head, like you need to find something, you need to do something, and they are trying, back. Because I'm telling you, it's not how it used to be no more. At all. Like, I cannot take it. Like, this is why people do illegal things to make their money and make sure they living right. Because it's so hard to get on a 9 to 5. I ain't asking for them to pay me $30 an hour or nothing like that. I just want to clock in, pay my bills, have money in my pocket, and go to school. You can't even do that. Like, it don't make no sense how hard it is now in these days to get a job. I done tried in every aspect you can think of when it come to working. Warehouse, home health care, work from home, retail, fast food. I can't even think of the rest I done did. Like, it don't make no sense. So if you was on your child behind about trying to find a job, I'm telling you now, speaking for somebody that's been trying and my people be on my behind about a job, back. It's not as easy as it used to be no more. For real.
I truly do not understand why it's so damn hard to get a job. I don't understand. I really do not understand this right now. Like, this is people's livelihoods. You know? It's like you think you're doing everything right. You go to college, get a degree, you know, you get your first job. That's all good. And then you're like planning for the future to get married and buy a house and travel and do all these things. And I can't even get my foot in the door right now. I'm just literally drowning. And it's like, I know God hasn't forgotten about me. I'll be like, dang, what you doing up there, big dog? Like, speed it up a little bit. You know, like, I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna be good, but I'm gonna definitely cry about it first. Like, I even started a nonprofit to help other women, you know, who might be unemployed or other people. I'm sorry, I don't want to misgender anyone or their pronouns, but like, if you bleed, I started a nonprofit to help you with get the hygiene supplies that you need. And it's like I'm trying to, like, even still just be community forward because I know it's bigger than me. And I always be thinking like, dang, my situation could be so much worse. But even looking at it like that, I'm like, my situation is still pretty worse for what I've been going through. And I've just been praying to get out of this for so long. And yes, I understand that things are going to be okay. They are. Like, I know it. But I thought I had no more tears to cry. I thought I was cried out. But it's just something about getting another notification. Like, oh, another one. It's like, sometimes you just can't even fake it. You can't even fake it. because it hurts that bad. I feel like I'm drowning. I'm literally drowning. And I thank God for my support system, my man, my mom, my family, my best friends. But oh my goodness, this is rough. But yeah, I ain't want nothing. Just pray for me. And then to make matters even more amazing, my gaslight comes on. Happy Thursday.
It is very hard to get a job right now, and as somebody who's been in recruiting for 6 years, I'm going to tell you guys what has changed, what's going on, give you all the tea, because it's hard, and maybe this can get you a job. I was laid off 3 times last year. It took me 7 months to find a job. I was not the only person in recruiting or HR that was laid off. If you have a company that has 300 jobs listed, right, you might only have 5 recruiters for all 300 of those roles. It used to be like 12, 15 recruiters to one company, one department in a company, so it takes a long time to go through resumes. Every single job I have ever worked at, we have looked through every single resume. I have never used AI, and I've never used an automated system. So if you have 300 roles posted, you have 2,000 people applying to each role. How long do you think that takes? Of those thousands of people that apply, maybe more than half of them apply to roles that they're not qualified for. It used to be 6 years ago, you could apply for roles you weren't qualified for and you might get hired. It happened to me. But now companies are not willing to spend the money or the time to train people, and it really fucking sucks. Number 2, you do not need to pay somebody to do your resume for you. You can download Star Resume or go to starresume.com. It's like a free app, or you can do it on your computer. Use that resume template. I have used it for years. It's very simple because recruiters only spend about 30 seconds looking at somebody's resume. Number 3, I cannot stress enough how a temp agency can help you get a job. The amount of roles that are converted from temp to permanent in these companies is insane. And not only temp roles, but sometimes we outsource to these agencies and say, hey, we don't have a candidate that's great. Do you guys have anybody? And they're like, yeah. And then that person gets hired on. Look at companies like Randstand, Robert Half. There are so many more. Fuck Indeed, fuck ZipRecruiter. Let them go. Last thing, to be very honest, I am making less than I have ever made in a recruiting position, ever, because the job market is ass. Companies don't want to spend money. It is what it is. I still have to do my little things on the side to make money. It sucks, but it is what it is. And I wish things would change. I hope they change, but it's really bad right now, and hopefully these things can help somebody get a job.
And if you're struggling to find a job right now, please call a car dealership. Please call a car dealership. I promise car dealerships are the easiest places to get jobs at. A lot of times their open positions are not even posted online, or if they are, they're not updated at all, because car dealerships really hire off people walking in, people calling, especially if you're trying to be like a salesperson or a service advisor. If you're trying to be like a porter or sometimes even receptionist, a lot of the times the dealership might not even hire directly through them. They have a third-party company. They hire like porters and people who work in like the car wash and things at the car dealerships. Just something. Don't be sitting around saying that you can't get a job if you haven't tried calling a car dealership, period.